shits down this vent, and that plays into the creation of one of the greatest boss fights of all time versus the Great Mighty Pooh. And the whole time you're fighting the Great Mighty Pooh, he's singing his song, and his song is like, I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Relax Retro Talk, episode 43. Today we're talking about great but difficult games. I just want to start off by saying I definitely am sick as a dick, if you can't tell already just from hearing me talk. So I just want, if you guys think I sound funny, that's why. Super sick, have a bad cold. And then I wanted to ask you, what is your favorite Christmas movie? Maybe not your favorite, but the go-to one that you always hit every year. Like, I want to preface this by saying I'm not a big Christmas guy.
Sure.
All right.
Sure.
I've never been a big Christmas guy. It was always like my mom would always like just go to my stepdad's families for Christmas and just abandon me and my sister. So I would just watch Star Trek and Star Wars and just that's it.
Don't say that your mom abandoned you.
Yeah, dude. And then after that, most of my adult life, I worked in retail.
Right, so you're not home. You're not around for Christmas when you're working in retail. You really don't like Christmas when you're working in retail.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So this year is like probably not the first year I've been trying to like Christmas.
Sure.
I'm probably on like year 3 where I'm like trying to like Christmas, and I feel like I'm kind of starting to feel
coming around
a little bit of the Christmas.
By golly, he's got the Christmas spirit.
I'm getting a little bit of that Christmas magic. So I wanted to start by talking about that. I got my Trek the Halls shirt on.
I love it. I do love that sweater. Did you get it online? Where'd you find that?
Yeah, I did. I don't know. I've had it for years. I want
to be the guy that's got like the Christmas sweaters that people are like, oh, that's an awesome Christmas sweater, right?
I have a lot of Christmas sweaters, actually. That's how I kind of edged my way.
You're getting in with the sweaters.
I have a Spider-Man 2099 one. I think I got that one like last year.
Oh, that's cool.
I've got a Macho Man one.
Do you have the Macho Man one that says cream rises to the top?
Yep.
I saw an ad for that, and I was like, I want that.
Yeah,
that sweater.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's cool, man. One. Yeah, I love it. I only have a couple Christmas sweaters, and neither one of them are cool. So,
but yeah, I'm not a big I don't like the cheesy like Santa stuff movies really. Still, I'm not really there. The only one maybe is like the Santa Claus. Like the first one was
Tim Allen.
Good. Yeah, the other one's not so good. I actually have that as one of my sound commands on my stream. I can't remember. I think it's like exclamation point HUH, like or something.
You should make it exclamation point Tim.
And Tim, I'll add that as one of them too. Yeah, but yeah, that's the only one. That's only like Santa one that I ever really watched. Okay, but I want to know what's your go-to, and people watching or listening to this, let us know in the comments.
Tell us in the comments.
Maybe list your favorite one, and also list the one that you just make sure you watch every year, even if it's not necessarily your favorite.
So I have a lot. I like Christmas movies. And I'm going to use Christmas movies in quotations because it's like I'm not watching like Miracle on 34th Street.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I'm not watching White Christmas.
What's White Christmas? That sounds sounds like some like Nazi shit.
It's not. No, it's we won't get into it. You should watch it. But it's one of those old school movies. It's one of those
like
staple
on 34th
It's one of those
style.
staple Christmas movies.
Oh,
you know what
okay.
I mean?
I've never heard of that one.
No, not like that. Okay. It's not White Christmas. No, not like that. No. The opposite of that.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you see more Nazis in Sound of Music than you will in White Christmas. So,
okay.
Just saying. So here's the thing. So every year I post quotes from Christmas Vacation on my Facebook.
Oh yeah, National Lampoon.
Yeah, so I've gotten into this really awful habit, and I've done this for like 18
Forever.
years now at this
Yeah.
point, right? Like it literally
forgot,
like
yeah, I
to the
always forget
point
about it
where
until you
to the
start
point
doing
where
it.
I tried to be like, okay, that's enough Christmas Vacation, let's change the movie, and people were getting mad. People
Oh,
were like,
really?
what are you doing? I look forward every year to you posting the quotes from Christmas Vacation. And I'm like, okay, sure. Yeah. I'll bring it back. And
Yeah.
so every year, the 12 days leading into Christmas, I post 12 quotes from the movie. It's stupid. And I've done it for a long time and stuff.
Yeah.
But and every year at the end,
Is it the exact same quotes every year?
no,
though?
I shift them up. I gotta have a little bit of fun. That is. So I was just gonna say, every year, the only one that's the quote is I post a picture of Randy Quaid emptying the septic tank on his RV, and it says "Merry Christmas, shitter's full." Right? Like, it's just the stupidest thing ever. And so anyway, so that's a guaranteed watch. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's like a favorite, and then there's like one that I always make sure I hit.
This is gonna sound awful, but my favorite Christmas movie is the Garfield's Christmas Special.
Dude, that's my favorite too.
Is it really?
Yes.
Okay, because it is. I have to watch it every year. It's really bad, but it's so good. It's just a nostalgia.
So
and
good.
My
it's
favorite
short too. It's like nice short.
It's 30 minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Favorite scene in the movie: Grandma sitting in that rocking chair, holding the kitty,
looking out the window, petting
petting Garfield. Yeah.
The best one.
Talking about
how much the Garfield Christmas special.
You gotta watch it.
You gotta watch it.
Yeah, and it was my introduction to what do they call him? Oh, what's his name?
Christmas specials?
No. His Doc Boy. That's his name.
Oh yeah. And he's so weird.
It's weird. It's all weird. It's just like the whole thing. But with that being said, yeah, I would say if I had to pick a favorite, it would be that. It depends on where you fall on whether or not this is a Christmas movie, but I do watch Die Hard every year.
Yeah, I do
so,
too.
I mean, I say yes to a Christmas movie. It's pretty Christmas themey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that. And then one that has nothing to do with Christmas really, except for one small scene. Every year I watch Band of Brothers at Christmas time.
Oh shit.
Which is, if you've never watched Band of Brothers, phenomenal series.
I've seen most of it.
Absolutely phenomenal series. And it's not happy at all.
No,
it's not. It's actually the opposite of what, but it's just something that I do every year at Christmas. I put it on, I crank the volume, and I just have a marathon.
That's your Star Trek. Like for me, I'll just like watch Star Trek all like Christmas.
Well, and that's the thing. I might actually do some more Star Trek this year. We should do like a Star Trek list. Like, here's the Star Trek shows to watch throughout the series. Like a mega mix for Christmas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say that would be if you're asking for my favorite, it's Garfield. If you're asking for like non-Christmas, it's Die Hard. If you're asking for like what is the definitive standard Christmas movie, it would be Christmas Vacation. I do also like hey, we're gonna get into this, man. I watch a lot of Christmas movies. I enjoy Christmas with the Cranks, another Tim Allen movie. I do also like the movie Four Christmases. It's got Vince Vaughn.
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
rom-com.
I did see that one.
It's awful, but it's hilarious. There's a scene where
that was the one that I watched it once and like I kind of liked it, but it's one of those movies that I don't think I would ever want to watch again.
It's one of those stupid movies, but there's a scene where Vince Vaughn's brother is Jon Favreau and they live in a trailer park. And like they beat the crap out of him, like they love UFC, and they're just like it's a whole thing. It's dumb, it's good. Elf is a standard. I do enjoy Elf. It depends on how much you like Will Ferrell. My least favorite?
Yeah, one that you like. If it's on, you're just like and turn it off.
That's where it gets to like the classic Christmas movies for me. Like the wife and kids like The Sound of Music.
That's a Christmas. That's a Christmas movie.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't even
yeah,
know
you
that.
betcha. Very long. Not for me. It's musical. It's not for me. Like I said, Miracle on 34th Street, again, not really
Yeah.
for me.
No.
A lot of people like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
I remember. So when I was a kid, that was
claymation-y
always
one.
like on when I was really little.
Yeah.
It was always Frosty and Rudolph.
Frosty and Rudolph.
And like, I don't hate them, but
Exactly.
it's like I've seen them so many times.
And it's
that
just like I kind of like like my kids love them.
yeah.
I'm kind of like I dislike the Jim Carrey Grinch movie.
I don't actually like it either.
I do like the cartoon Grinch.
I don't mind the original, but that's another one that I've seen too many times.
If you haven't seen the newest one with Benedict Cumberbatch, if you haven't seen that one, it is actually pretty decent. That one's pretty good. And then what is it? There's Office Christmas Party. That one was funny.
Oh, never heard of that one.
It's kind of like a Seth Green kind of jokey movie like that.
Okay.
It's funny. It's got its own things. Yeah, I don't know. I could go on, man. I got loads of them. But I don't know. A Christmas Story is a really good show too. If you've never
That's the one. That's my number one hated.
You don't like that one, hey?
So much.
So
yes.
the reason why I like it, most of the people I show it to are also like, why do you like this? This is brutal.
Yeah.
It's nostalgia though, right? Like it's one that we watched as kids, and you know, mom and dad loved it, and so we just by proxy we watched it a lot.
The only thing I like is like remember when Star Trek Online added the Red Rider BB gun?
Yep.
That was like,
Red Riker.
Yeah. Was it the Red Riker?
It was the Red Riker. Yeah, it was an homage. Yeah.
That's funny. I just remember like we all made sure we got the Red,
of course,
Red
yeah,
Riker
absolutely.
BB gun.
So there's lots, but I mean that would be it. I like the old 90s Christmas, 80s and 90s Christmas specials. There's a lot of them, and I do quite
That's how
enjoy
I am.
watching those.
Next year we'll have to do like Halloween, a Halloween
Yeah, there's Halloween ones too. The Halloween ones aren't as good.
Some are really good though. There was some really good ones.
Yeah. Ernest Scared Stupid is probably my favorite Halloween.
There's an Ernest Christmas one, but I've never seen it.
Ernest Saves Christmas is okay, but not great.
Oh, it's not as good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ernest Scared Stupid. And most of the other Ernest movies, and then Ernest Saves Christmas is
it's that bad, hey?
It's not bad. You look, it's an Ernest movie. You know what you're getting when you get in there.
For me, Ernest Scared Stupid, and then is it called Ernest Goes to Jail or whatever?
Ernest Goes to Jail. That one's fantastic. And then there's one with him in the army too, isn't there?
Yeah, and then one where he goes to like Africa or camp or something. Yeah, there's so many. They're all good.
Don't get me wrong. Ernest Saves Christmas is fine. If you really want a good debate, throw out what's your favorite version of A Christmas Carol, right? Because
I don't know if I've seen.
Dude, there's endless amounts. The Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh,
and
I want to watch Scrooged this year. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, Scrooged is good.
I saw a trailer for it this year.
Yeah, if you've never seen it and you do like Bill Murray, it's good.
Yeah, okay, I'll probably like it then.
Christmas Carol, I like Mickey's Christmas Carol, which is another one of those like
I have
cartoon
seen
ones.
I haven't seen it in years though.
Actual Christmas Carol, there's
the Mickey one where they're like cutting the bean, they're like slicing the bean into like
yeah, because he's broke as hell. He's like he's giving it to Tiny. He's got the tiny little like what do you call it? What do you call those birds? A pigeon. It's a tiny little pigeon, right? And he's like cutting like meat off of it and gives it to Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim goes and gives it back to Mickey, and he's like, "No, you need to keep your strength up."
That's so funny, man.
So yeah, no, there's loads of it. If you want, there is a version of A Christmas Carol that none other than Jean-Luc Picard himself, Patrick Stewart, plays Ebenezer Scrooge.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
A lot of people will tell you the Muppets Christmas Carol also their favorite too.
My favorite version, I guess, would be the Angry Video Game Nerd version of A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
It's like I think it's like a 3-part episode because he goes like there's like the present and then the past and then the future, and he dies of a heart attack playing Boogie on the Wii. And he's like, this is how I end. He's reviewing Boogie on the Wii.
That's hilarious. I liked the Mr. Bucket one. That was
Oh,
my
that's
favorite.
Board James. I just rewatched all of those this year.
That's
all
funny.
the Board James episodes. It's funny because they start off as just like little board game reviews, and then it starts off with like his friends, and they always like cheat and stuff,
Right?
And then by the end of it, it turns into like this horror murder series story. It's so good. It's so good.
Ridiculous.
But so for favorite Christmas movie, I gotta go with it's not a movie, I guess, but the Garfield special.
It was basically a movie. Also another fun fact on that, we loved that show so much that we would catch it when it was on TV, because like I lived in a day and age where you couldn't just download things and Netflix stuff. And so my grandma taped it to a VHS and gave it to me for Christmas one year.
That's awesome.
And that was fantastic. And I still have that tape somewhere in my parents' basement. I'm positive that it's down there. So
that's awesome. Yeah. But my go-to, same as you, the first Die Hard. I can't remember, is the second Die Hard also on Christmas?
It is. It's not as good as the first one, but yes.
Yeah, the second one, that's the airport, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the one that I always make sure I hit is Gremlins. I literally just watched it tonight, and that's why.
You know what's funny? I had never seen Gremlins. We did a community watch, didn't we? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like last year.
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever seen it. Never saw it before.
It's so good, man. It's so good. And it's one of those movies where it's like it doesn't know if it's a movie for kids or if it's like a slasher
like
movie.
Right in the middle of everything.
Yeah. The one
they wanted to leave the door open for merchandising, right? Like
yeah. The one line where the girlfriend character is like, some people are opening presents on Christmas while others are opening their wrists. Because like she's talking about how like Christmas is like terrible for some people and like really good for others, kind of thing. And but yeah, Gremlins is always really good. And yeah, we just watched that tonight, and it was nice. It's so good every time.
Oh yeah, Gremlins that's a solid watch. Yeah. I enjoy.
I think I actually like Gremlins 2 even more, but it's not really a Christmas movie, so I don't know. I don't watch it as often.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that's kind of my go-to.
Love it.
But yeah, now let's slither on in to the main topic of the episode. Great but difficult games, hard games that we loved to play.
Yeah.
And
I took this as like games we grew up playing.
Yeah, that's most of mine are like that too.
One of them is
I have any like as an adult, I don't really like difficult games anymore.
Right.
Like unless it's one that I grew up playing and I'm like replaying it, and now I've died billions of times as a kid, so I know how to like beat it now.
Yeah, my entire list is games that I played as a kid with the exception of one.
Oh, okay. Okay, let me
we listed them in as best as we could
from what we found, from least to most hardest.
But with that being said, I mean, please take it with a grain of salt. They're all difficult games.
Yeah.
Right? Like, yeah. But yeah. Sure, I can start, no problem. The first one, my number one, well, I guess number 5, we would say, right? I went with Super Punch-Out on the Super Nintendo. You know how I play Super Punch-Out. I can cruise through Super Punch-Out to the last 3 boxers without any issue. I can get all the way to I can never remember the guy's name, but
Super Macho Man.
No, it's Hoi Young or something like that. Hoi Feng.
Oh yeah, he's like the old Chinese dude, right?
Yeah, dude, and he
has like a cane, and
he uses his cane,
he's
and
cheating, man.
Hoi Carlo, that's what it is. Hoi Carlo. And so the problem is up to that point, you can cheese the game really easily, right? You just have to get your ducks, you've got to get your blocks, and you can get through pretty much everyone. That one, if you do not memorize his patterns, you will die. No matter what, you cannot take him out unless you memorize his patterns. And I've just never been able to memorize his patterns. Now, with that being said, I've never actually, and the reason why this is number 5, I know if I sat down and I really pushed for it, I could get that done.
But it wouldn't.
Right.
It would get to a point where it wouldn't be fun.
It's
though,
not,
right?
and that's exactly what it is, and that's why it's on my list, because it's not fun. It's to me, it's fun to get through everything up to that point. And so basically, anytime I've ever run Super Punch Out, which I've run it quite a bit.
Yeah,
I'm like, we're gonna get to Hoy Carlo, and then that's the end of the run. Like that's where we're gonna stop.
Yeah, it always is. Yeah, whenever you stream it, you get there, and you're like, "This is why. This is why."
It's always just like, it's ridiculous. Like, there's no way you can get through without like, and to be honest, it's play the game correctly, but there's no way that you can get through it without doing it by the
for me,
tactics.
that was like in the original Punch Out. I could, when I was a kid, I could never beat King Hippo.
The original Punch Out is insane.
Because unless you knew,
you have to know to hit him in that bandage, baby.
Yeah.
The original Punch Out is even more difficult than Super Punch Out, but I don't really.
I saw you beat the original though once.
I have, but I don't really have a history with it. You know.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those games, we rented it a couple times, and then other than that, the times I've played it have been like
far and few between.
Yeah, very little.
I just remember I remember the one time, because you were like, I can beat Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and then like I went over to your house and I watched you play it, and it was the one that didn't have Mike Tyson in it. Like,
Mr. Dream.
Yeah, Mr. Dream. And then I was like, that doesn't count. That's not Mike Tyson. And I was like busting your chops. You're getting so mad. You're like, it's the same fucking guy.
It's the guy. They just changed the sprite. That's it. They just changed the sprite out.
Yeah. Oh man, that was so funny.
That's the version of Punch Out I own.
Yeah,
I have Punch Out. It is
Mike Tyson one's probably pretty rare now, actually.
Yeah, they stopped selling it because he
went to jail.
You know, wasn't the best guy in the planet.
Yeah. My first pick here is Final Fantasy VIII.
Ooh,
actually,
good choice.
That one it's one of my favorite games to this day, and was the game that got me back into JRPGs. Like, I played Dragon Warrior 1 and 4 on the NES, and then just left. Didn't really get my hands on an RPG since then, right? Like, it was basically like Sonic and Mega Man from then until Final Fantasy VIII, right? And then my friends, one of my friends at school was like, "Oh, you got to play this game, Final Fantasy VII." He was constantly telling me about Final Fantasy VII. I know I've told this story probably a million times. And then I went to Walmart and I was like, "I'm here to buy Final Fantasy VII." And the guy was like, well, Final Fantasy VIII just came out and it's even better. So I picked up Final Fantasy VIII and absolutely loved it. I thought it was really weird because I got super over leveled, because that's what I remember doing on Dragon Warrior 1 and 4.
Yep.
And it
just got harder.
Really hard. Yes. Because in Final Fantasy VIII, all the monsters and the bosses to a degree level up with you. So,
and they don't tell you that.
Yeah, and they don't. The game never tells you that.
I think it's in the instruction book, isn't it?
No,
they don't mention it at all.
No. So I'm like, man, this is hard. So I got to I was like level 25 before I did the Dalit mission. Most people would be like level 9 to 12. And I did the Dalit mission. I was like, man, this is hard. So after the Dalit mission, I made sure to grind even more.
Right. Yeah.
And it just made it even more difficult.
Making it worse. Oh,
yes.
No.
And now it was a game that I played so much. Like, I spent so much of like my teenage years playing it. I would have been, so that came out in 98. I would have been 11 years old, 11 or 12 when that came out.
Wow.
And I just remember spending and that was, I feel like when we were kids, when it came to like an RPG, we would spend like a year or more playing that game. I feel like that game became your life, kind of, right?
Yeah. I tried with Final Fantasy. I picked Final Fantasy VIII up because I loved Final Fantasy VII so much.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing it because it was so unlike Final Fantasy VII, right?
It's quite a bit different.
I don't think I made it past the first disc. But Retribution time, I've decided that that's going to be the game I start the new year off with.
Ooh, good idea.
So come in January.
Just a forewarning. Disc 2 sucks ass. But after that, it
pretty
gets
tough.
Yeah.
So, it'll be fine. We'll be ripping through. The bonus with it not having grinding means that it's all streamable. Right?
Yeah.
So usually with JRPGs, if I'm doing grinding, I take that offline. I do
Yeah, you
that
don't want to
outside.
grind in that bad boy. I
No.
did write a guide on how to break the game before the end
I
of the first
do remember
disc.
that. So I don't know if
I think I sent you a copy, but I can send you another copy of that guide. But there is grind. There's parts where you have to grind and parts where you have to make sure you don't level because the monsters level up with you, they drop different items depending on what levels they are.
Right.
So you have to make sure you get this item before you hit a certain level, and then you have to get to a certain level to make sure they drop this item kind of thing. And then you can craft like the best weapons in the game before the end of the first disc. And it's so good.
So brilliant.
But dude, that game was so hard. And like I said, it was the game that like for probably 1 or 2 years, I was obsessed with it, like at least a year and a half until I got my hands on Final Fantasy IX.
Sure.
It was like the game that I would just play all the time, every day. And I did not beat that game until probably I was like an adult.
No kidding.
Like, it's fucking hard, man.
It's tough, yeah.
I would always get stuck at Ultimisia Castle. So it's like the final location in the game. I'm not going to spoil any plot here for you, but it's a final location in the game. And so this is a forewarning for you, by the way. So most people, when they play Final Fantasy VIII, the summons are really strong and deal a lot of damage in Final Fantasy VIII. So most people, when you first play Final Fantasy VIII, maybe not most people, this is what I did, okay?
Sure, yeah.
I would just juice up.
I summon spam like crazy.
Yeah, I would just juice up my summons and like spam summons, and my summons would beat all the bosses, beat everything for me. You get to Ultimisia Castle, and they take away your ability to junction. They take away everything at the start.
Right.
So you have the attack command, and that's it.
Oh no!
When you get there.
So if you haven't been dealing with that,
there's like 7 or 8 bosses in the castle, and every time you beat one of those bosses, you can get back something.
Okay.
Yes. So my advice to you is don't rely on your summons for damage.
Right. Yep.
Because you'll get to a point where you're fucked if you do. And that's what happened. That was what would happen to me every time when I was like a kid. I would get to Ultimisia Castle, and then like I have nothing. I didn't know how to properly like junction to my strength and all that.
Right.
Health. So I had like basic bitch stats, and I couldn't deal couldn't deal much damage. I didn't have much health, and I was just getting bodied because I just relied on summons all the time. And then even if you do play the game how you're supposed to play it and you junction into stuff, that final area is so hard, man. It is very, very tough. But
I'm probably gonna tap you on the shoulder for a little bit of help.
It feels so good to beat. But definitely keep when it gets to the point where you go to a place called Lunatic Pandora, keep a separate save file, because once you go through, there's no coming backsies.
Do you get the warning if we go past this point?
Oh, and you can come backsies, but I didn't find that out till a couple years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a part where you can go. There's like these like little gates that you can't even really see. They're like archways. And I always just walk past them because they look like part of the background. But apparently you can go through, well, I know now, you can go through one of them and it'll take you back to like the regular area. But some areas are still like sectioned off that you can't go back to. So definitely have an alt save before you go to that area.
Have an alt save and use the gates.
Yeah.
Love it.
But yeah, super hard game. Felt so good to beat it. Final boss fight is really tough because it's like multiple like forms and stages. So
for
good luck, buddy. It's the hardest Final Fantasy.
I believe it. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to playing it. So yeah, might be tapping you on the shoulder for that one. My number 4 is Contra. Ooh. Without the Konami code.
Oh, that's impossible.
It is. It really is. Because I didn't know about the Konami code as a kid. Right?
Is that why you were so good when me and you would play?
Oh man, I could cruise until I get to a blade of grass, and then
that was Super C, man. That was Super
I know.
C.
Yeah,
I'll put that. I'll try and put that clip.
Put the clip in. Yeah, put the clip in. Roll it.
You got this, Duke. No! How did I die?
I have no idea.
I touched the edge of the water. Is that a thing?
It looks like the grass killed you.
What the fuck?
You like landed on the grass and you died.
I survived an alien invasion and 4 levels of Super Seed to be killed by a blade of grass. You got this, Duke? No! no! How did I die?
Contra, and I mean honestly Super C, but I my experience was with Contra, right? Super C is by far the harder one.
Yeah, I agree.
But
I beat that for the first time this year.
dude, we didn't know about the Konami code, right? It's just dun 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 dun. And hit enter, and you got 3 lives. Right. And I could pretty consistently get to level 3, sometimes even level 4, just with what I had. But yeah, I honestly, that was one of the first ones that came to mind when we were talking about this concept, because I was like, what are the games that I played that were ultra difficult? The other one, so I've got a couple of honorable mentions. I'll mention them at the end. But there was 2 other games that came to mind when I put this one on there. And so yeah, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Contra, very difficult game. Everybody had a copy.
Great
of it.
game,
fantastic
but
game.
It's just super
difficult. Yeah, you need the Konami code in order to beat it. And it wasn't until later on that we even learned the Konami code existed, let alone how to pump it in, because it's not even just knowing the code.
You gotta do it so fast.
You gotta do it really fast at the right time. Yeah. So yeah, anyway.
So that's crazy, because like the first time I ever beat Contra was actually with you.
Oh, really?
And we used the Konami code.
Yeah. Or
Contra code, or whatever you want to call it.
It's a Konami code.
Even with the code, I couldn't freaking beat it.
Like, it's ridiculous.
But then, when me and you played that time, I was like, oh my God, we beat Contra.
Yeah.
And now me and Fates this year played through almost every Contra
all of them.
game.
You guys did Contra Hardcore. Like, I mean, like you did the Contra, the one that was hard. They're really not, like, they're not bad. They need to be played. They need to be played 2 players. And you need the Konami code. Like it's just how the game should have been from the get-go. So.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So my next one, this game was hard. Castlevania III.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I love Castlevania III, but goddamn is it hard. Especially if you go the Alucard route to get Alucard. I swear it's even harder. The game knows you have Alucard now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's got like pits everywhere, and you have to turn into his bat form and like fly. Yeah. And it uses up hearts while you're flying, and it's like, oh my goodness.
It was a good idea in theory. You know, when they were storyboarding it and like building the concept of the game out, it was a good idea.
Yeah, and it's cool. It's
but
just
in practice,
hard.
They really needed to cut you some slack on that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, either cut down on the enemies or don't put so many like.
The difference in difficulty between Castlevania 3 and Super Castlevania 4 is crazy.
Oh yeah,
it's
Super
crazy.
Easy street.
Yeah,
man.
It's crazy how difficult 3 is versus what they did with 4. Makes you wonder if they were like, okay, we got to
dial it back a bit. Yeah. And I just remember like even like the Dracula fight in 3 is like insanely hard compared to the others. And it's, to me, it's the hardest. It's the hardest.
Yeah, I've tried to stream it a couple times. I haven't made it to the ending, but the thing is, I don't know the paths. I don't know the right way to go about anything. I don't know the easy way.
I think if you just take top route the whole time, I think that's the easiest route.
I think that's what you had said the last time I was doing it. I intend to go back to it again, but
it's a cool game because there's multiple characters.
I love that
routes and different endings.
I love that idea.
It's essentially like at least 3 different games in one.
Oh yeah,
you get different levels depending on which way you go, and different characters, and they all do different things. Like Grant Dynasty lets you like cling to walls.
Yeah.
Honestly, Grant, if you go the Grant route, that's probably the easiest. There's a Grant, and then there's the wizard, who I thought was a dude until the Netflix show came out.
Sypha.
Yeah, Sypha. I thought it was like an old wizard man, but it's a girl.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, some people say Sypha is the easiest route. I think Grant Dynasty because you can just jump on the
climb the walls.
And just
you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but yeah, so many different ways to play it, but it is super hard. Honestly, even the easiest route isn't as.
It's still not easy.
Yeah.
It's still a challenge.
But great game. Great game. Just real hard.
So number 3 for me is Yo Noid. I love Yo Noid, man.
That is a good game. I rented it a couple times as a kid. It's so good, but
it's ridiculously hard, right? It's ridiculously hard. I've been playing Yo Noid forever.
Yeah, you have. You haven't played it in a while.
I haven't. I should fire that up again one of these days.
Yeah.
I really, really love that game because it's just like everything about it. Like the side scroller, it's just a fun game to play.
The pizza eating contest, boss fights.
It's so hard. And you get to a certain point where it's just the game's so hard and you know that they designed it to be this hard.
And it happens so early on where the difficulty
it doesn't take long. Yeah. Usually the people who've never played the game before have trouble making it out of level 1.
Yeah.
But then they get to level 2 and it's like the grocery store, but there's ice platforms. So you slide. So now not only was it already kind of floaty for a side scroller, now you're sliding on top of that.
Yes.
And you have to jump on little platforms, which normally wouldn't be a big deal, but they're breakable platforms. So if you stay too long, they crack and then they break.
Yeah.
So if you're not ready for it, you're gonna break it, and you get 3 lives, and it's game over, and you start over at the beginning again.
It's ridiculous.
Right?
I wish it had infinite continues or something. I think that would have made it a lot.
Oh yeah, for sure. I can get all the way through that. There's a skate park level that's also incredibly difficult. Then there's a New York City kind of skyline, and I can get past that. I can get all the way past all of those, and it's not easy for me to get any further than that point. That's the furthest. But that's the one that has like the big pogo stick. It's a pizza box jumper.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's crazy, man. Like the game is so hard.
It's crazy because that's just a Domino's mascot from the
I know,
90s,
that's
man.
what I love about it.
Game.
I love, and the commercials. Any of the commercials featuring the Noid are great.
Yeah,
it's just
he's
90s
like this
nostalgia.
claymation, weird looking dude.
Yeah, dude. It's just 90s nostalgia at its finest.
This is the Noid. He loves to ruin your pizza. If you've ever gotten cold pizza, a squashed pizza, or pizza that just wasn't right, the Noid did it. But at Domino's Pizza, we avoid the Noid. So when you want hot, delicious quality pizza delivered in less than 30 minutes, Domino's Pizza delivers. One call does it all.
That one's my number 3. Again, that was another one when I had put Contra down. This one was like, I was like, oh yeah, that one's got to hit the list for sure because I love that game. But I've still never beat it yet. Like it's just, I've still never actually completed it.
You should almost like put cheats on or something.
Well, you have to do it with save states. That's the only way you can do it, right?
Because I've never seen I've gotten to the skate park. That's the furthest I've ever.
The skate park is really hard,
pretty quick in the skate park.
There's enemies that throw footballs, and you're on inclines and declines. So they throw the football, and you're on a decline, and you can't jump up. You jump like this. Right?
Yeah.
Like so you jump into the football every time. It's difficult.
Yeah, dude.
It's so dumb. Why is the football player flying? I don't know.
I wonder if it was one of those games that in Japan was like a different
100%,
and then they put the
Noid over
the
top
United
of it.
States and stuff.
Yeah. 100% they did. Yeah, the pizza eating contest, everything was like reused.
Switched.
Yeah, I have
kind of like what they did with like Super Mario Brothers 2 over here, right? Where it was Doki Doki Panic in Japan, and then they turned it into a Mario game.
Yeah,
because they were like, these morons aren't going to be able to beat Mario 2, because that's what we got as like the lost levels in Super Mario All Stars, which is like the only Mario games I actually like is like Mario 1, Lost Levels, and Super Mario World. Those are like the only Mario games I like. So
yeah, it was in Japan. It was Kamen no Ninja Hanamaru.
Oh, it was like a ninja game.
Yeah, based on the Wagyan Land engine.
Ninja something.
During American localization, Capcom teamed up with Domino's Pizza to promote the Noid by changing a lot of the graphics, sound, and presentation. However, none of the game mechanics were changed. The localized game was released in the rest of the world as Yo Noid in November of 1990.
Did you know that there's a fan sequel to Yo Noid, and it's a 3D platformer?
So I did, but I've never seen it.
I've seen it.
I've never played it. Does it look okay?
I mean, I don't like 3D platformers.
I hate 3D platformers.
Yeah, you should try it though. I mean, you like Yo Noid enough that I think it'd be worth
checking out. Yeah. The other thing that was cool about the Yo Noid game is the instruction manual had a $1 coupon for Domino's Pizza.
Oh, really?
There's 2 pizza-based games on the NES. Yo Noid was one, and
TMNT2, the arcade game.
And T2 came with a personal pan pizza coupon.
That's a way better deal than a $1 off.
Way better. Listen, we're talking about Domino's here versus Pizza Hut in the 90s. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Pizza Hut could throw you a little personal pan pizza. Domino's is like, are you sure we should give them a whole $1? Like...
That's brutal, man. I mean, $1 went further back.
$1 did go a little bit further.
It's still not.
Absolutely.
You know what?
This is why the Noid was stealing all that pizza, man.
Speaking of like 90s ads and all that.
Yep.
One thing that I started doing this year at kind of Halloween season, there's a bunch of YouTube channels now that air like Halloween themed commercials from the 90s and 80s.
Yeah.
And it's like, because like back then everyone would get in on it, right? Like McDonald's would have their own like Halloween commercials.
Yeah.
And like, now you don't really see that at all nowadays, but nobody really watches cable.
Well, and commercials are different. Everything has so many more rules now, right? Like you can't advertise directly to kids anymore.
That's true.
So it has nothing to do with Halloween, but the only thing I thought of when you said that was creepy crawlers. Did you ever see those? Dude, they were like,
are those the ones you cook in the little oven?
Yes, it was like
I had that.
It was like an easy bake oven.
Yeah,
except it had a molten hot metal pan.
Dude, I would always burn my fucking fingers. You would burn your hands
on 100%. You pour this glue into the molds and you pull little stretchy bugs out of there.
Yeah. But I had that.
Behold, my most horrifying creation.
Creepy crawlers. Squeeze the colored goop into Wasp Warrior molds or use glow goop and out pops the Wasp Warrior's Bug Brigade. They're the creepiest.
It's the Wasp Warriors in the Bug Brigade. They're out on a creepy crawler raid.
Creepy crawlers from Canada Games. Parents assembly required. Light bulb not included. Bug Brigade, Wasp Warriors, and Plastic Goop each sold separately.
I also had the what was the one where you could eat them? There was another one.
Dr.
Dreadful.
Yeah, dude. I had Dr. Dreadful too. They were disgusting.
They just tasted like gelatin and like crunchy, not properly dissolved sugar.
Not good is what they tasted. They were.
And then there was like the skin.
Yeah.
Put the stick in.
Dude,
and
we probably had the same. I swear to God, we had the same childhood, man. For real. And then
did you have Rattle Me Bones though?
I did not have Rattle Me Bones.
So for those, do you consider that a board game?
I don't even know what that is. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Okay. So even like, because we were talking about board games earlier.
Sure.
He considers Mr. Bucket a board game. Like, is that
not a board game?
What would you consider that?
So hold on. Mr. Bucket was technically a board game because you needed to like move your character around a board.
Actually?
I think so. I think there was a board involved.
I thought you just scooped and tried to put the shit in before he started.
I think that is, but I think you have to like you spin a wheel or you roll a dice or.
Well, what about Hungry Hippos? Is that a board game?
That's hard.
I know.
I mean, technically yes, because I would consider Loopin' Louie to be a board game. Do you know Loopin' Louie?
The airplane one?
Yeah, and it knocks the chickens down.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh man. But yeah, no. So Rattle Me Bones was this skeleton pirate, and he was like on the thing, and he was like all like this, and you'd have to put all his clothes back on him. So like, it sounds bad now. He was a skeleton. He didn't have like a dick or anything.
Yeah.
You'd put like his little cat pirate hat. You'd have to put all his jacket on, his hook on his arm, and all that.
Yeah.
And then the last thing you put on is his parrot on his shoulder. But you had to put it on before he started going like, blah, and then it would all fly off. And it's called Rattle Me Bones.
I love it. You know what's funny is my dad bought a game for the kids. You have to take his gold away. It sounds like almost an identical game. Rattlesnake Jake. There we go.
Snake Jake?
Rattlesnake Jake. It is a board game where you have a snake, and he's got a hat. He's got a cowboy hat on.
Okay.
And you have to either roll dice or you flip a coin. You do something.
Yeah.
And you have to take a certain number of gold away from the snake.
Okay.
And every time you do, the snake's tail rattles a little bit.
Oh.
And when you take it's however it works. You take gold, and the person who takes the one piece of gold away that's not good, the snake pops up and his hat goes flying. The snake pops out at you like this kind of thing.
And then that's when you lose.
That's how you lose. Yeah. So
Oh,
it
yeah,
sounds
that's
like
kinda
the same
Rattle Me
game,
Bones.
except you're not putting clothes on a naked skeleton.
He's not okay.
You're taking your
When you say it
gold
like that. It sounds bad. Jeez.
Rattlesnake Jake. Yeah, that's that, and that one is like a couple months ago. My dad bought that for
Dude,
the kids.
so the board game again, is it a board game or not?
Yeah.
That I always wanted as a kid, my whole life.
13 Dead End Drive.
No, that's too complicated for me.
Okay.
Gator golf, bro.
Oh,
And,
Gator Golf.
dude,
yeah,
my
okay.
wife, I think it was last year for Christmas, got me Gator golf.
No.
I was like, Gator golf, dude. My cats love it so much because it's like the little balls.
Sure, it
And-
launches them. Yeah.
Yeah, and they'll like my cats will like play Gator golf. 'cause
Oh,
they're
that's
trying to, like, hit it in.
hilarious.
Yeah, dude. So I'll like play, and then it shoot. If you get it in, it like shoots it out of his tail. And, like,
Sure.
yeah, dude.
Now
Gator
that you
golf.
mention it, I
Yeah.
wanted Gator Golf too. Back
Yeah.
in the day.
The
Gator
new
Golf was
one's
great.
not as good. Like it's a different
Okay.
model than the old one. The old
Sure.
one, you'd do it, and he'd shoot the ball out, and then he'd like spin. This
Sure.
one, he doesn't spin or anything.
Oh, he
it's
just
a little
shoots
bit
the
more
ball up.
basic. but
Okay, I get you.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was another one, the alligator. I don't know what it's called. There's like the alligator dentist where you had to put
Yeah,
his teeth
yeah,
in.
yeah.
And
That
that's
is
kind of similar to Rattle Me Bones and Rattlesnake
What is
Jake.
that one called? I don't even
I don't
know,
know,
what that
man.
one's called. It's called the Crocodile Dentist board game.
Oh, okay.
That seems kind of dumb. It had a name. It had a proper name back then.
Yeah, I feel like,
right. I'm gonna
I
type
don't
in
know.
90s. Let's see if it comes up with something else.
but
No, it's
that
still
one
called
looked like a cool
Crocodile
one.
Dentist,
Crocodile Dentist.
and it was Milton Bradley, and it was a board game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you seen? People are savage with this game. Have you seen what they do? They put like thumbtacks on the top.
No. What?
Oh, yeah,
When he
dude,
bites
like-
down and like
Yeah.
stabs you.
Dude, I've seen some crazy stuff with that game.
That is crazy.
Not cool. Don't do that. That's not okay. It's funny because we were playing a game like that, and I got my kid in the store because they're just sitting out on the shelf.
Yeah,
in the
you
store.
can try them.
And so I got my kid to push the button, and it snapped down, and she whipped her hand back and just started bawling. Like,
Oh no.
was not impressed with the experience of the Crocodile Dentist. And nobody. It turns out they don't like that game in this house.
I would have loved that one.
I would have been all in on that. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. I would have been the kid putting the thumbtacks in there, being like, let's play hard mode.
man, no. No, not that. Anyways, quite the tangent we went on.
Yeah, Yo Noid, Domino's Pizza, fantastic game.
Way to bring it back because I didn't even know what the fuck we left out on. So my next one is you kind of mentioned earlier, Contra Hardcore.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I got that for my birthday when I was a kid, and I was like, so I would always watch movies with my dad, like a lot of the movies that I shouldn't have probably been watching.
Sure.
And I don't think I had played the original Contra yet. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I got for the Genesis Contra Hardcore, and oh my god, dude, the box art is just so incredible. I should have had it next to me because yeah, I have the box and everything still. And it's just like this Schwarzenegger looking dude with like this big machine.
Oh
gun
yeah,
and this big alien,
The alien.
skull with these like tentacle arms coming out. And I was like, oh man, this is
That game
badass.
looks
Because
great.
like I remember watching like Commando and like the Rambo movies
Oh, yeah.
and stuff with them. And I remember firing it up. And this was one of those games that when they released it in North America, they just juiced up the difficulty.
Mhm.
They took out so in the Japanese one, if you get hit, you lose a hit point. You had 3 hit points and then you lose a life. In the
This
North
was
American
one and done, baby.
yeah, it's one and done, man. And you lose your weapon upgrades, and like it was so hard. So I didn't actually beat that until years later when I got my hands on like a ROM hack that's basically the
Okay.
Japanese
Sure.
has the Japanese health system, but it's
With
the North American game.
English translation. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so good, man. There's like 7 or 9 different endings depending on, because there's different routes you can take. Each character has their own different like special weapons. So
Sure.
like depending on who you play as, it's a completely different experience. Even like there's Fang, who's like this werewolf, this wolf man with a like Barrett from Final Fantasy VII's gun arm.
Right.
Yeah, and he's super tall though, so it's actually kind of hard to play as him because it's harder to dodge, avoid damage.
Right.
And then my favorite is Brownie, who's like a little robot guy, and he has like a double jump, and the double jump is like a hover because he has like a rocket that shoots out of his butt. and his weapons, a lot of his weapons are kind of cheap. Like I like using him because his weapons are almost all homing attacks,
Right.
which are super good. And then you've got Ray, who's like the dude, and his power-ups are similar to like original Contra. Like you got the spread shot, you've got like the flame shot,
Sure.
and then you've got Sheena is the chick, and she's got like the laser, and which sucks in every Contra game. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
it was so good. The story's good. It's just so freaking hard.
Very
But
difficult.
now, I mean, if you get like the ROM hack with
play the Japanese
difficulty, you could totally beat it. Like it's not that hard at all. But the version I played as a kid, the North American version of that, is freaking
It's
impossible.
dumb that they did that. I always thought
I
that was
know.
stupid, but
I could never get past Neumann.
and
who's
did it?
like,
Do you think it ever worked? Do you think people rented the game more because it was difficult? Like to me, a game being that difficult, I just didn't rent it again.
I don't know, because I didn't rent a lot of the games that were
Yeah.
that difficult. I ended up buying them or owning them.
Well,
So maybe it did work.
Maybe it did work.
obviously. Yeah. Maybe it did work. But it's not like
That's
I rented
hilarious.
it and then bought it. So I
Sure.
don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair. Speaking of renting games, my number 2 is Pocky and Rocky 2.
Oh, those games
Because-
are so good, but so hard.
Unbelievably, we rented out of all the games. So the local store that rented Super Nintendo games had Pocky and Rocky 2, and by and large, that was the game we rented the most of. Like not, it wasn't even close. We rented that game the most easily, hands down, because we were determined to get to the end of the game.
Because
and
it's so good.
we never got to the end of that game. Not even once. Not even close.
So
Because like the boss fights are insane.
I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, but I remember with your brother Bubs,
The second
we
one.
did beat one of them.
So if it's possible you beat the first one, but the first one only has literally Pocky and Rocky. So if
Yeah.
you played as anyone other than the raccoon,
Yeah, no, it was just the raccoon.
so
and
it could have been
girl.
the first one. The first one I believe was easier than the second one.
Okay, yeah, we did beat because because it's not a raccoon; it's actually a tanuki. Which
Sorry,
is like a
my
Japanese,
bad.
but here they would have called him a raccoon.
He was a
for sure
raccoon.
here.
Yeah,
No,
he was a
doesn't
raccoon
call him
in
tanuki.
America.
But when you use his special move, it's the tanuki with the giant nutsack shows up on screen.
Yeah.
Because
That
like
still
a thing
works.
in
That's still
Japan.
the thing in Pocky Rocky 2.
Okay,
but
because that's how we
yes.
beat it. I would just like I would cheese that finishing move,
Sure.
and the worst part though is you could accidentally throw your teammate at the
And
enemy.
he goes
and-
flying off.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it was so good. Is it the second one where you're on that raft?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's impossible.
Fighting
I
the
don't think I've ever
cannibal.
got past the raft part.
Yeah.
in that one.
The cannibal boss, which is one of the very first bosses that you face, is very, very difficult. But you can beat him. And when you do, you get to the wheat fields stage.
right.
You find the scarecrow character in that stage. And at the end of that stage, you fight the fox demon. And the fox demon is insanely difficult. And if you happen to get lucky enough to get past the fox demon, you reach the raft stage. And
Impossible.
and you
The raft
cannot
stage
beat the
is
raft
impossible.
stage.
I've never made it past
Yeah,
it. in that one.
it's the
Yeah,
battle. It's
so
the battle
it would have been the
of
first
the
one
Super
I beat.
Nintendo.
The second one has like a good system too, though. Because
Oh, it's
can't you go
great.
to shops and like get,
Yeah.
like, armor.
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff?
there's-
yeah.
It was a very, very, very good game with an absolutely insane difficulty.
Yeah.
Like
And that's-
it's
I mean, that's
insane.
what this episode's all about.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the perfect game.
That
for
is
this
that is
episode.
yeah, absolutely.
So hard.
It was
And
a
it's
great
like
game.
it also appealed to like us being kids because like they're like
Oh,
little
yeah.
cartoony characters and they're so yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's got
So-
Japanese folklore in it and stuff. I didn't know that as a
Yeah,
kid,
ton.
but now
The
that you
whole
look
game.
now looking back at it, it's like, oh, this was a very cool game. I wanted to. That is a game that's on my Grail list of Super Nintendo games to own.
It's so expensive, dude.
I'll never own a copy of it. Like
Yeah.
it's just how it is. Like it's like $250.
Yeah, it is.
It's just like it's just never gonna own a copy of it, which is fine. I'm okay with that, but
Yeah.
yeah.
My next one is another one that really appealed to kids.
Okay.
I feel like everyone played this game, but it's so freaking hard, and that's Earthworm Jim, dude. You ever play Earthworm Jim?
I did. I played Earthworm Jim and Earthworm Jim 2. I want to say I've beat them both.
I've never beaten Earthworm Jim.
Jason definitely beat both of them. He was unbelievably good at Earthworm Jim.
So I don't know if it was like the Genesis version was just harder.
Yeah, I believe it was. I believe the Genesis version.
But the underwater part where if you touch anything, it cracks the glass.
Yeah.
I've never made it past that without cheats.
It's crazy.
Like, it's impossible.
Yeah.
Because like you've got to like it's like there's like that space game where you angle the jets to like go. It's like that, but you're underwater.
Yeah.
And you have to like navigate through all this area, and there's like wrong ways to go.
Oh yeah, it was a maze, right?
Yeah,
it's NESTMNC water level.
Dude, if they took the time limit away, you could maybe do it, but you're like stressed out.
It's all bad. Everything bad.
Yeah, it was so hard.
The second one was easier than the first one was.
I never played much of the second.
Yeah, the second one, in my opinion, was a better game.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I just remember like the marshmallow dog part. That's all I really remember about the second one.
Yeah, and
he has like a snot thing on his backpack or something.
Was it the first game or the second one that showed the cow and it was like
right at the beginning? Okay, so I have beaten the original. Okay, but I had to use like cheats. Like level skip cheats.
Well done. Well done.
And you because at the very start of the game, you launch that cow. You whip that refrigerator, and it lands on the thing, and it launches the cow.
Yeah,
and then you beat the game, and you beat the super hard boss. By the way, like the final boss, dude. There's no way I would have been able. Like the last levels are insane too.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
I skipped all of them. Like I would like play 2 minutes of a level, and I was like, this is fucking impossible. And then I just skip it. Yeah, I can't remember if the water part is before or after Hell. But I remember I can beat Hell. The final areas are insane because you're like helicoptering and landing.
Oh yeah, it was a bananas difficult game.
Yeah, like why was it so hard? And there was a TV show. I had the comic books.
Oh yeah, it was everywhere. Earthworm Jim was everywhere.
Impossible to beat.
Yeah. And he was voiced by Homer Simpson, by the way.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah,
but I remember like I fought the final boss. After like tons of cheats, by the way, and beat the final boss, and you get the princess, and that cow you launch at the very beginning of the game lands and crushes the princess, and that's how like the game ends, from what I remember.
So stupid. But I'm never like, man, I want to play Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Play it again. It was too hard.
Yeah, I
loved it as a kid though. It was like one of my favorite games for a while.
I think it's the second game. Is it the first or second game where he's sitting in the little chair that like the grandma goes up the stairs? That's 2. Yeah,
that's 2.
That's like
the first level, I think.
That's like rammed in my brain. That one.
I barely made it anywhere in the second one.
1 and 2 are very similar games. Like they just feel like the same game almost.
It just feels like a direct continuation.
I don't know. It's
so hard.
It's very difficult. Yeah, Jason beat those games for sure. Now that I think about it, I might not have actually beat them myself. I might have seen him beat them.
Probably, but they were nuts hard.
Yeah,
man.
they're
impossible.
He loved that game, dude. He loved both of those games. Crazy. My most difficult game on this list, I went with Cuphead. And I went with Cuphead because I really, really love Cuphead. I love that game. I love that it's completely hand-drawn. I love that it was an indie title. I love everything about that game. It is just insanely difficult, right?
Yeah,
like it is beyond insanely difficult. And there's so many other games that I could have put in here that were like from a kid, but just none of them, in my opinion, were good enough to be a number 1.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All the games were difficult, but they were never like so difficult that I couldn't beat them. I don't think I'll ever complete Cuphead ever. Ever, right?
So
because
hard.
It's just so hard.
It's like salt in the wound almost when you see how close to the end of the level. And then
Absolutely. Like, I mean, I've made some really good attempts at it. It's just, I don't know, man. I'm not good enough at platforming in order to beat that game. So
yeah,
great game. And if you've never been, like, it is literally a testament to video gaming, right? Like if you want to see what someone can do with a vision to turn video game into an art form, that is it, right? The fact that they didn't know anything about gaming. They started or how to draw these old-timey cartoons, like the Steamboat cartoons, right?
Yeah.
And they learned all of that in order to make this game. It blows my mind. There's a documentary out there. If you've never seen it,
really?
Yeah, I'd really recommend watching it because it's phenomenal. The amount of work they had to do.
And I don't know the link anymore, but I remember I told you when you'd beat Expedition 33, you needed to watch the document. There's like a really good documentary on it.
Yeah,
look for that.
Yeah,
it's so good.
That might be good timing. I'm working on my Expedition 33 video literally right now. Trying to get it put out before the Game Awards, but I got to tell you, man,
dude, they cleaned house at the golden
joysticks. Yeah, awesome. I'm hoping that's an omen for the Game Awards. Man, I'm gonna be so mad if Donkey Kong Bonanza wins Game of the Year. I'm done with the Game Awards forever.
No doubt, dude. Garbage.
Anyway, yeah, that's my number one, Cuphead. What about you? What was your number one?
My number one. I remember. Adventures of Batman and Robin on the Genesis.
Oh,
that game is so good,
ridiculous.
But God damn, is it hard? Like even the first level, I will die multiple times to beat.
Yeah,
I want to say it had infinite continues. I don't know if I cheated to get because I don't think I've beaten it. But I've gotten really far in it before.
That was a good game, though.
Hey?
It was such a good game, though.
Oh, my God, is it a good game. Like, I'm not even a big Batman guy, and I love that game. Because there's, like, so many, like, upgrades. You're throwing, like, the Batarang, and then you can get, like, the triple. And then you can get where it's, like, it's bigger, so you deal more damage. And you've got kind of hit points. Everything else has hit points. It's a really, really good game. It's like a shoot-'em-up platformer. And then there's parts, a running gun platformer, but then there's parts where it is a shoot 'em up because you're in like the Batmobile and you're flying. Oh man, that game is so good on the Genesis.
Batman games were just difficult. Like this one, Batman Forever, right?
Oh Batman Forever was garbage, dude.
It was difficult. You couldn't beat the first level.
Yeah, because
you didn't know how to.
Were so bad.
Couldn't figure out how to duck.
Yeah,
it wasn't down. By the way,
go down floors.
Yeah,
I could go up if I mashed the buttons.
Yeah, pushing down didn't work. By the way,
nothing
so
worked.
Stupid.
The worst game.
The
Batman Forever was garbage.
We'll play.
But no, there were like there was a couple good Batman games on
the NES. The original NES Batman I think was also
Sunsoft
good.
one.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that one was okay.
Good. There's a good one on the Master System actually.
Really?
It's really hard too, but it's really good.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to check that out. Yeah, and then some of the later Batmans. I don't know if you played Arkham Knight. If you did all those three games, they were good. They're great.
I'm not a big Batman guy.
Neither am I. But honestly, like the story that they have, and it's more of a detective game than it is a Batman game. So yeah, I personally think that you should at least give Arkham Asylum a try. That was a fantastic game. The Arkham City was also good, and then apparently there's a third one which I haven't played yet. But yeah, they're all they were all good. They were good games.
But the only reason I played this damn Adventures of Batman and Robin game, I was dating a girl in high school or junior high school, and her younger brother had it on the Genesis, and I remember playing it with him, and it was so good, and I ended up borrowing it, and it was just such a good game. And it's like the animation too, like because people have to realize like that the NES mostly didn't look like the cartoons, right? Other than there was those Flintstone games on the NES that looked kind of similar.
Yeah, they had you could tell which one was Fred.
Yeah, but when like the Genesis came out and another really good hard game, the Lion King on it.
The
fact that it
the
could
Disney
look,
games,
the
honestly.
movement in that game looked like similar to the movement in the cartoon, like the movie, and it was so well done. And that's how the Adventures of Batman and Robin was too. Like,
For sure.
it was just like it looked like the cartoon show, and that was the Genesis and Super NES era was the first time
Oh yeah.
where things actually looked like the cartoon shows or the animated movies that they were based off of. I know I had the Jungle Book too. That one was super hard, and all those freaking Disney.
The Disney games were all difficult. All of them were. Yeah.
The Aladdin.
I tried to. I got a
you
good
get lost.
distance into Aladdin, but I ended up pulling the plug. It ended up not being fun. That's the thing.
No,
right?
I know
Like,
you don't know where to go the whole time.
Yeah.
In the Genesis one, the Super Nintendo one's a little bit better for Aladdin, I feel, but
not
same
not
idea.
not good enough to say
Yeah,
you
to
should
push
play
all the
it,
way
right?
through. The only one of those ones that I beat was actually the Lion King.
Yeah, Lion King was
and
good.
it was
That
so
a fun
good.
game.
It the Scar fight, man. So I know like I played so much of the Lion King on the Genesis that I know like cheese strats, right?
Sure.
Like once you're an adult, there's a way you can jump on them, and if you maul them but don't maul them all the way till they're dead, you can like back off and then swipe them. They can't get an attack
The
in on
Streets of
you.
Rage, the stun lock attacks, right?
Yeah, exactly. Where
Yeah.
you just jab until they die.
Yeah.
But it's like you have to land on their head when you jump, and then you like maul them. And what most people would do is keep mauling until they push you off,
Mm-hmm.
but then they can kind of fuck you up a little bit.
Sure,
right?
they get a counter.
Yeah. So I would like maul them, and then I'd back off, and then hit them, and then they would die. And that's how I would fight every enemy, and I'd take like no damage.
Sure.
But there's a lot of like really hard platforming in the last part, and then the final boss fight against Scar, you're on like Pride Rock or whatever. Even it just looks like a flat. It doesn't look like Pride Rock.
There's not a lot of pride happening here.
Yeah. But you have to do all this like lava platforming on like these little ledges. It's like, and you get up there, and then you fight Scar, and you have to like maul him, but you can't kill him.
Right.
You cannot kill Scar. You have to. I remember the first time I got there, I was so mad because I was like, this guy is not dying. You have to get him to a point where he's like laughing, like you beat him so much, all he'll do is laugh. And then you have to let him back you up to the ledge where you're about to die, and then maul him, and you'll throw him over top of you like in the movie, and he'll fall to his
Have
death.
to set up the stage.
Yeah, dude, it's kind of cool, but god damn, is that game hard?
Difficult,
But it's
game.
so good. But so that fucking Hakuna Matata level, man, as a kid, holy shit, was that hard. And then there's an ostrich section where it's like a auto-scroller. And you have to like jump double
across
jump.
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's the hardest part of the game. Like people say the adult stuff's hard. That is the hardest part of the whole game.
Absolutely. Solid games. I've got a few honorable. Do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, so the Disney games would be my honorable mentions.
Yep.
My last honorable mention, and I feel like I never got even far enough into the game to really enjoy it. It was Battletoads on the NES. That was an honorable mention.
Yeah, I had Battletoads as well. And the original.
It's like you wanted to like it because like the characters were cool.
Yeah.
It's like Ninja Turtles, but Toads.
Yeah, the original
Battletoads
Battletoads and the original TMNT game, right?
Oh yeah,
and
dude,
the thing
I used to play it. I used to borrow that from one of my parents' friends all the time.
For
because
sure.
it's Turtles, so of course you gotta like it.
Yeah,
and it's so fucking hard.
See, the thing is, and for me, the reason why I don't have it on my main list is because we played the arcade game. We played TMNT 2 way more than we played TMNT 1.
Yeah, oh yeah.
To the point where it's like I don't even really like that game. It's not very good.
Yeah,
right?
I don't.
Yeah, it's difficult, but not difficult because
Great
the game's
music,
difficult.
though.
Yeah. Oh,
Great
great
music in that game.
So my honorable mentions. So I had mentioned back when we were talking about Contra that there was two games that came to mind when I put Contra on the list. One was Double Dragon 3.
Oh my god,
It's super hard, dude. Everybody had it.
Out of the dojo, which is like the first screen.
Everybody had Double Dragon 3. Like if you had an NES, everyone's like, you got to get Double Dragon 3. It's such a good game. It's such a hard game. We got a good distance into it though. We get stage 3 or 4 or something like that.
I don't think I beat the first level in my entire life. I can get out of the dojo and then I just get beat up outside the.
We only had a small subset of NES games, so we played the crap out of them no matter how hard they were. We just kept going. And the other one that came to mind at the same time was Narc. Did you ever do Narc?
Oh yeah,
Narc.
I played it. So my babysitter had it, so I played it a little bit, but I don't remember much. I was so young. I remember it being pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a side scroller beat 'em up.
Yeah. It's almost like a beat 'em up, but with guns, kind of, because of the way your movement works.
Again,
right?
difficult game, but also really fun. I don't know. I like that one. It could have made my list if there was 6. I might have put that one on the list. Maybe.
Okay.
Ikaruga. I played it in arcade.
Yeah, on the Dreamcast.
I played it in arcade, but yeah, on Dreamcast it is there, and that game is insanely. That's the one that you had the light in the dark. I don't know.
Yeah,
it was so.
Have you ever played
fun.
Radiant Silvergun?
So I haven't played it, but I have it queued up because I've been told that it's equally difficult.
No, so Radiant Silvergun was the game that the same
it's Treasure. It's made by Treasure.
Right before Ikaruga. And I honestly, Radiant Silvergun is my favorite shoot 'em up.
Really?
Ever. It's really good.
I have it ready to go. I just I haven't fired it up yet.
Yeah, I have it on the Saturn.
I grabbed it after playing Guardian Heroes because I was like, well, apparently Treasure makes nothing but amazing games. So so I was like, yep, we'll get that going. So I added Castlevania games, all of them except for Simon's Quest for the NES. Yeah, Castlevania 1 and 2. Castlevania 1 and 2. If you don't know what you're doing in 1, it will spank you.
Yeah, I feel like I've played 1 so many times
you've got the
strats. I don't find it super hard anymore.
Yeah. The Dracula fight
doesn't matter how much I play it. 3 is always hard.
3 is hard. And then I added Streets of Rage 3 and Donkey Kong Country 3. Again, Streets of Rage 3 is difficult because of the American conversion thing.
Yeah, the rental bullshit again. Yeah.
And then Donkey Kong Country 3 is difficult, not because the game is difficult, but because it's a collection fest. And there's areas you cannot progress into until you collect enough coins.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I've never played that one, but when me and you played 1 and 2,
we did 1 and 2,
Country 1 and 2, and I was like pretty gimmicked out by the second one, and everyone says the third one's like,
if you thought 2 was too much gimmick, you do not want to play 3.
Yeah,
it's all gimmick. Yeah. So the stages were fine, the music's fine, it's still Donkey Kong Country, but like you have an area, and in the area you got to collect coins. And before you can't leave the area until you have this many coins.
That's so shitty, dude. Yeah. I hate that stuff.
Nintendo stuff. Nintendo things.
So many, I remember like so many people like Banjo-Kazooie, and I feel like that's kind of the same idea.
I don't know what people get out of Banjo-Kazooie. I really don't. I've always felt that way too. I respect the game. It's probably one of the best 3D platformers of that time frame. But in my opinion, that's not saying a whole hell of a lot, right? Like the 3D platforming at that time was awful. Yeah, Nintendo was by far the best 3D platformer creator at that point in time, but their games were not good.
No,
right? Like I don't see the love. Like, I'm not trying to make anybody mad out there, but I really don't understand what the push to play is. Yeah, like it's a collectathon. Like if you like scavenger hunt games, that's what it is. It's find the puzzle pieces, find all the things, and collect them. And
the only 3D platformer I played a lot on the N64, and it's because it was hilarious, is Conker's Bad Fur Day.
See, and I never even played that one. By the time that game came out, I was so over the 64. I was like, I don't even care. And Conker's Bad Fur Day always felt like it was trying to be edgy, you know? Like it's not that it was edgy, but it was like, oh yeah, I'm edgy. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I loved it, but it also came out like when I played it for the first time was like when I first started watching like South Park. And I was gonna say it's like that same kind of humor.
It's like peak poop and fart jokes.
Oh yeah,
right. Like,
dude, there's a boss fight where you're in like this pen with a bull, and there's like a trough all around it, and you got to fill the trough up with prune juice to give this bull diarrhea to kill it, and then that plays into he shits down this vent. And that plays into the creation of one of the greatest boss fights of all time versus the Great Mighty Pooh. And the whole time you're fighting the Great Mighty Pooh, he's singing his song. And his song is like, I am the Great Mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you.
See, and that's the thing, man. Like, anytime I'm talking to people who love the N64, they're like, yeah, but Conker's Bad Fur Day was so great. It's like, Conker's Bad Fur Day was great in 1999.
Dude,
like,
it's still good.
It's been 25 years. I need more in a game than this.
Dude, They remade it on the Xbox or the Xbox 360, and they censored it.
Really?
Yeah, what's the point?
Yeah, like at that point, why are you even making
Why
it
are you
again?
even playing it? Yeah.
I know why they're making it again. Get that
Yeah,
cash
but
money.
dude, I can't remember who had it. One of my friends or somebody I went to high school with had it, and I was like, oh yeah, remake of Conquer Bad Fur Day. They bleeped out all the swears. They edited everything, man.
I'm just
censored everything.
of the opinion that remakes are not good.
I don't know, man. I played Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD2D remake.
I was gonna say that that's
the best remake I've
but that's
ever
probably
played.
the only exception. I can't think of another game that was remade, like an actual remake. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't think of another one that was remade that is as good as the original.
Yeah,
as good or better.
Trilogy, definitely. But yeah, now that you mention it, off the top of my head,
I really think it's an anomaly, right? Because if you port the game forward, that doesn't count. That's not a remake.
No.
It's just you're just re-releasing it, right? But all the other remakes,
no, there is because the East games, the East remakes are way better than the shitty. Like,
see, I haven't played any of those games, so I don't have any experience there. But yeah, for the most part, like remember what they did at Crystal Chronicles? Right? Remember, like, it's just every
they fucked up
all of them. It's just like every time it's like you can't
original Crystal Chronicles.
Sure, but I mean, like, if the game has this as functionality, why would you be like, you know what?
Take that out.
Let's change this. People are going to buy this because they loved the old game, so let's change what people loved about the old game. Right.
If you're doing a remake, you have to keep everything.
You keep the essence of the original.
Yeah, and you can add to it, but don't take things away. Right, for the most part.
Yeah, I don't know. No. I would honestly say that I haven't played 1 and 2 yet. So Dragon Quest 3 though, the remake, I would 100% say that is an anomaly. I cannot think of better remakes out there.
The 1 and 2 remake blow 3 out of the water.
Really? Yeah, it's on my list.
Take into consideration how shitty Dragon Quest 2 is.
That's a good point. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to playing it.
They made it like a masterpiece. Now.
It's my intention to pick it up probably midpoint next year, just because the way my schedule works, and I'm hoping based on that same schedule, because 3 released around this time last year.
They both the same time,
like about the same time frame, just a year apart. Yeah, so I'm anticipating that by the time I'm ready to jump into it, that it's reduced in price the same way that
probably
3 was, which is about the $39 mark, which is I'm in on that.
But yeah, dude, Conker's Bad Fur Day as a teenage.
Hey, teenage DG would have loved Conker's Bad Fur Day. I look at it now and I'm just like. Like I get it. Okay.
The Great Mighty Pooh has corn for teeth, and you got to throw toilet paper in his mouth to kill him.
I feel like I'm just past. I'm past that point in my life. That's all I'm saying. I see it posted.
There's a sunflower, and you have to get her to flash her teeth.
Yeah, and that was all the
bees. I was gonna
say I keep seeing somebody keeps posting Conker's Bad Fur Day stuff in the Discord, and that's the gift that's in there. And every time I'm just like. Come on, like you know, dude.
And then there's the best part of here's what really like the actual like good parts of Conker's Bad Fur Day are when they're like actually like spoofing on things.
Yeah, I saw the Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, dude, and everybody dies, and he's just like. Oh my god! Like because like you're in the
trench.
Boat.
Yeah.
You're in the boat to get to Normandy Beach or whatever.
Yep.
And everyone's like, you're in there by accident. First of all, you're not supposed to be involved in this. The whole situation is by accident. So here's the premise of the game. Okay. There's this mad scientist and his chair, or he's the king of all the land. All right. There's this big panther guy. He's the king of all the land. And he's got like this mad scientist that's like his second in command guy.
Sure.
And the game opens up and Conker's sitting in this throne and he's pissed off and he's like, "Yep, that's me, king of all the land." And anyways, the whole reason Conker ends up dragged up into this is because the king, the Panther King, he's got like this little side table next to his throne that his cup of milk sits on. And one of the legs of that little end table break, and the mad scientist is like measuring it, and he needs to fix it for the king. And the only thing that the first thing that comes to his mind that's exactly the same height as this leg of this end table is a squirrel. All right. So instead of just getting a piece of wood, so Conker gets pulled into this huge thing because they need him to replace this leg of this end table. And anyways, he ends up in Saving Private Ryan. There's the part where he's like, and they're all like, he makes friends on the boat on the way there, and they're like, we're gonna take it to him. We're gonna overthrow the king, and they make landfall. They make landfall, and Conker's like, let's go. Yeah, okay. They like talk them into it. And everybody's running, and they're just dying. Everybody dies except him, and he's just like, "Oh no!" It's so good. It's so good. The multiplayer is so good because it's got like a shooting kind of thing, and then it finishes it with two huge references. And keep in mind, this came out like 1999.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, we've been right around 2000.
Yeah, and the final area. So you went through, you watched all your friends die in the Saving Private Ryan stuff, right? You went through all this stuff. You end up getting back together with your girlfriend, who you kind of lose at the beginning of the game because you stay out drinking too long and you get lost on the way home. You finally meet up with her, and you're like, all right, time to get serious. And you go in, and it's the bank scene from The Matrix, baby.
Oh my god!
And you're like running on the walls, and you're like shooting with the double machine guns. It's so awesome, dude. It's so good. And then after the bank scene, you end up in space, and you're fighting because you get to the king, and what jumps out of the king's chest but a xenomorph from the Alien series. And you're in like that, I don't know if it's Aliens, where she's in that claw machine.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and you fight a xenomorph, and you blow him out of the fucking airlock. Like, the game is just, it's so good.
It's bananas.
It's insane. It's so good.
I mean, like, I would try it.
There's a lot of bullshit though.
Yeah.
Like it really gets good once you get to the Saving Private Ryan part.
Sure.
But up until that, it's very like Banjo-Kazooie.
Well, they were probably trying to create that game, and then they were like, we're shutting down the studio, and they're like, all right, well, let's have some fun with this game at least.
Yeah.
Then.
Well, it's rare. It's rare that made it.
Yeah.
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 But it's so good.
I don't know.
I
mean,
mean,
like
3D platformer I like.
I get it. Like rewind time, go back to 2000. I understand it. It's its place in time. People still reference that as like their favorite N64 game of all time. And I'm just like,
probably my favorite N64 game.
Yeah, but you don't like N64 games. Your pool of games is very shallow for the N64. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I look at that game, and I look at what made it up, and then I look at the PS1 library, and I'm just like, how can you look at this game? Let's call it that. How can you look at this and say that this is your favorite system from this generation?
No.
Because it's nowhere near good enough.
Yeah.
This is the system that should have sunk the company. Sega should still be making games. Your company should be down and out. Yeah. But because people have such a hard-on for Zelda and Mario, that company will forever be locked in time forever for gaming. Yeah. Right. So I don't know. Conker's Bad Fur Day is never, even back then, it was never my thing. I remember looking at the commercials being like, this game looks stupid. This game looks like the dumbest, most stupid thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Here's what you got to do. You get your hands on Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Sure.
You get like there's a cheat code that'll unlock all the levels, if I remember correctly.
Right.
And
skip the first few.
Yeah, you can play the first couple and then skip like the whole middle and go straight to the Saving Private Ryan stuff, and then finish the game, and then get a bunch of friends and play the multiplayer, because there's like a cops and robbers mode where you have to like the weasels have to steal the money from the bank, and then the other guys have to kill them and then take the money back to the vault.
Okay, sure.
But and this sounds like just a regular, like, janky third-person shooter, right?
Right.
But there are bathrooms in this stage, and if you're in the
man.
bathroom, you can't use your guns, so you have to like arch your piss stream.
Oh,
You're, like, peeing on oh, it's so good, man.
Yeah. That reminds me,
It's so
there was a South Park game, first-person shooter game.
Yeah, it was really bad. Don't
That-
play it.
No, I know, but like you
You
peed
pee
on a
the
snowball.
to like charge, do the like
Yeah.
the charge shots.
Man.
Yeah, it was shitty.
N64. We're gonna have to have
N64
we'll do a
is-
podcast about how like the few good games on the N64.
We did growing up with the N64.
No, but like
check it out.
deep
It
dive into like the 3 games that were good on the
Yeah.
system. Right? Like
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Mario Kart 64 is still one of the
Oh yeah,
best.
Mario Kart
That was good.
64.
And
Diddy Can
I gotta say
Racing.
those original Mario Party games were still fun. But they're
Yeah,
Mario Party games.
2.
Mario
not the
Party
first
2.
one.
Yeah. 1 wasn't as good. 2 was good. I can't
Every
remember if
mini
3
game
was
in the
any good.
first one was this.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Burning out the joysticks on your
Yeah.
controller.
And then I don't even know if there's a did I say Majora's Mask?
No.
Majora's Mask, that's it.
I didn't
And
like
I don't even
Majora's
like
Mask.
Majora's Mask now because it stresses me out.
I didn't like Majora's Mask. Turok 2. That was fun.
Mm,
It's terrible though. It was
the
fun.
controls are bad. Did you know that GoldenEye had twin stick controls, but you had to use 2 N64 controllers?
I didn't know that. I thought
Yeah,
you were
just
going to
found
say
that
that
out.
it had twin stick controls, but you had to use the C buttons.
No. That would have been
It's
better.
dumb-
Actually,
dumb-
no, it wouldn't have
dumb
because that's
controls.
how Quake 3 is on the Dreamcast.
We did
and it sucks ass.
we did a bunch of GoldenEye and Perfect Dark in college. We did a bunch
it
of split screen.
sucks.
It's fine for what it is.
I hated it, man.
But it's definitely not great, right?
No.
Like, nah, it's not. I don't know. People, I don't know. I really think that people look back on the N64 with rose-colored glasses,
oh,
and
man.
like it's like you. I don't think you've played.
shit-stained glasses.
It's like I don't think you've played these games recently.
Yeah.
Because the way you're talking about them doesn't match. Diddy Kong Racing was a good game.
Yeah, I have it.
That
in
one was
box.
good. That one was good. I like that game. But yeah, outside of that, it was slim pickings, man. N64.
Yeah, dude.
What do you
So this was a good episode, man.
Yeah.
Talking about the greatest and most difficult games we played. Guys, let us know in the comments what are some really hard games that you played that you absolutely loved, but maybe have never beaten because of the difficulty. Let us know your favorite Christmas movies, or the
Christmas
ones you make
movies.
sure to hit up
Yeah.
every year.
Maybe we'll do a watch party this year in the Discord.
Yeah, maybe we will.
I've got the Garfield Christmas special.
Yeah, we should do the Garfield because
should
it's not
watch it.
long. We could
That's-
fit it in one of these evenings.
no
That's a
problem.
good idea. But yeah, our plan going into the next year. Obviously, our next episode is going to be the best of the year
The
episode.
roundup, the year roundup. I'm looking
Yep,
forward to that.
talking about best games we played, best games released.
Yeah. Start
best,
typing in the Discord now. Maybe you'll be our pick for best Discord.
best Discord member of the year, best moderators, all the good
We
stuff.
should make
Look forward to that.
we should make a roll for who gets nominated for our Discord member. Maybe let's do that.
A roll,
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll-
member
we'll-
of Discord member of the year,
Discord member of the year.
2025.
Yeah.
That's a good
We're
idea.
gonna do that.
But yeah, and then next year we've got some great freaking podcast ideas. We've got games nobody's heard of that we loved as like that we cherish. And then we've got we're gonna go back to the growing up with series, but we're gonna do genres. So
Yeah.
we'll do like
We'll do
growing up with
games.
first person shooters,
Yeah.
growing up with 3D platformers, growing up with 2D platformers,
Yeah.
JRPGs, like, and we're gonna, same as we did with each console, we're gonna be talking about like our first experiences with that genre and like throughout our lifetime. And
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be really
It's gonna be
awesome
a lot
going
of
into the
fun.
next year.
You're not going to want to miss
look
them.
forward to that. Let us know where we can find you. DG.
DG is found on YouTube at youtube.com/@dadgamingonline. You got to put the at.
so aggressive.
You got to put that. Well, I know it's because so here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Like, bring it
You
in.
can find me
Huddle.
on youtube.com
At because they make me put the at in there. Listen, huddle up. I am 440 watch hours away from crossing the threshold into having a real YouTube page. right? I've
Yeah.
got enough subs. I've got enough videos. I've reached that point. I simply just need to cross that it's like 500
Threshold.
watch hours or something, or 1,000 watch hours or something.
It's like
that.
5,000 total.
It's something like that. But I'm only 450, 460 away from it. So I'm putting out a video on Expedition 33 that's coming.
Just make it like 40 hours long.
You can help me by going back and watching the videos that are on my channel. That's all you
know
gotta
what
do.
else is going to help you? So now YouTube has a collab thing. So I can tag you in this podcast episode,
right.
and that'll count towards your hours as well.
You can find my collabs in the page as well. Anyway, so yeah, on YouTube at Dad Gaming Online. And I'm also on Twitch, DG Online on Twitch, so you can come check me out there. Obviously I'm in the Discord floating around doing my things. I'm streaming D&D. If you like Dungeons and Dragons, I got your number, no problem. Sunday nights 9 p.m. we do Dungeons and Dragons every single Sunday night, and then Monday, Wednesday, and Friday we do games of some kind, whatever it is that we're doing at that week, which is super cool.
Yeah. And you can find me youtube.com/Dukey03. Not necessary.
You don't have to put the @ because you got a real page.
Yeah. I also have a retro gaming channel that I'm going to actually collab in with this too, because most of these podcasts we're talking about retro games anyways. So I'm gonna put that into the collab situation.
The collab,
too. And it's in the same situation your channel's in, where so I released 2 videos on there.
Yep.
One got like 4,500 views, the first one.
Sure.
Second one got like 25,000.
Oh,
it's
really?
Crazy.
Oh, damn. Good for you. You're doing way better than me.
Dude, I'm doing way better. It's doing way better than my main channel. And so it went from like 40 subscribers in the matter of like a month to like 779.
Wow. Oh yeah, you're doing way better than me for sure.
So, and I just released a new video on it, and it's, as of this recording, it has like 8 views only, and it's been up for like several hours. So.
That's more my style,
that's
baby.
how it is. Yeah,
that's more my style.
Yeah. But yeah, check out Dukey03. What is it called? Retro gaming.
Sure.
If you like retro gaming, it'll be in the collabs. If you click on where it usually shows whose channel you're on, you click on that, it'll show my main channel, it'll show DG Online's channel, and it'll show the retro gaming channel as well. But yeah, so check that out. I'm in the same situation. I just need to hit that certain amount of hours watched threshold, and then it'll be a real channel, if you want to call it that too, right? So.
I'm gonna be a real boy.
But yeah, you can pretty much find me anywhere at Dukey03. Thanks so much for watching and or listening, you guys. Have a good one. And
we'll see you on the next one.